I haven't been this hot since I was a 13-year-old child.
Wait, what?
When I was like 5, I peed like standing.
I've always wanted a fucking fireman's pole that goes from the top floor to the ground floor.
Fireman?
I've always wanted a stripper pole in my room.
Where are you guys on the piss scale? Can you see this? Where are you on the
gosh.
Where are you on the piss scale?
Thanks for this.
Oh, let me click
Okay,
on
whose pee is shit color? That's not good.
Hey! Hey! Shut the fuck up!
Wacky Slime.
I still don't know what that means.
The video is 7 seconds long.
Wacky
Top.
Slime.
No.
What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing?
You
What?
typed in walkie, like walkie.
That thing bleeding to the, you know what I mean?
Wacky Slime.
That thing bleeding, P.
What? What does
No
Wacky
other-
Slush mean?
We don't know.
Now I'll be able to make fun of my parents.
Hey mom,
Wacky Slush, son, please, you're letting your side of the coffin down.
Be respectful to your aunt. She passed away. This is her funeral. Can you not say that stupid phrase for once?
I go up to give a speech about her, and I just have like a DJ pad with a little button. I'm like, Wacky Slush. Wacky Slush. All the people in the back are like,
Oh, is that like walkie-talkie? Is that stuff the doctor told me I need to get rid of?
What I do? You can't tell me, huh?
oh my gosh, the Confederate flag on soap.
We filled it with the cum of Confederate General Jackson.
It's been a family relic for
We
years.
filled it with the dust of Abraham Lincoln.
Are you okay, sir?
Now I want to see the knockoffs to every kid's show. You got Big Bear in the Big Blue House, and you've got Little Rat in the Dumb Shit Little Shit House. Little Dumb Rat in the Little Poor House. Dumb Shit Rat in the Poor Dumb Little Workhouse, Union Workhouse, bitch. Hi, I'm Little Dumb Rat. I'm going out to get my food stamps.
Oh my god.
Shit.
Crack out.
I didn't grow up with Bill Nye. I grew up with Beekman's World. There was a guy in a rat suit. He had tattoos.
Oh.
It was like
The fuck?
roughly.
I'm just imagining them every once in a while making a random cut to this guy standing in the back with a rat costume. Just like, and then that's when you make the H2O. Oh look, there's Barry. Anyway, back to how we make water.
Oh my gosh, Joker laugh.
Made it way more bizarre than it had to be. Man.
Just saying, they're just like, let's go to our locker and get our stuff. And they open the locker and the mouse is just in the locker. They're like, there it is, grabs the bag.
That's all he's there for.
To have like a deep fried rat. Just... I know what performance art is now, and it's fucking weird. So we had a final project where everyone picked a bunch of random dumb shit, a square on the wall, laying naked on a bathtub in the middle of a hurricane. One person brought a thing of yarn. They weren't even trying. They're like, we're just gonna walk on this yarn through campus. And I was like, fuck you. So through the campus, we walked, this whole class and this dumbass teacher, we're all walking on a piece of fucking yarn across the campus where people, public people are watching us do this. Even the people yelling about the doomsday at the end of time were like, that's fucking weird. Like, I can't get over the fact that an elf came up for the Suicide Prevention Week.
What did the elf do?
They just came out there and tried to like hype up the crowd.
Hype
Someone
them up?
died?
Yeah, like someone died. Yeah,
Come
somebody
on, the
died the
crowd's
week.
dead today.
Literally,
Oh, fuck.
they had some kid come in an elf suit and go like, eh, and like sunglasses.
This
so
can't be a real
stupid.
thing. No one hires an elf on
No,
Suicide Day.
They didn't hire them. It was just a student.
It was the school elf.
Well, of course they didn't hire him. That'd be too much money for the school. We spared no expense for the suicide elf. It's
Okay.
elf on a shelf, but it's like elf on a shelf. Elf on a edge of a building.
Yes.
Sorry. Elf needs help. No, there's a joke here somewhere. I signed up for my colonoscopy. I called them and she was like,
Next opening we have is your ass.
the most lube I've ever seen in my life. Smoothed my ass with it, so it's just one cheek. After all that, so much that he couldn't see through it because he missed it.
Walks
TV
into his next colonoscopy. He just has a ring of sweat around the ring of his shirt.
looks down the hallway. I'm just in the back. Transformers, roll out!
Your pants are already off.
Full on boner. Your tooth fairy is worthless. Glitter? Why don't you get like actual things like gifts?
Your tooth fairy gave you gifts?
Yeah.
I got like quarters.
I got
and glitter.
$5.
Oh, your tooth fairies are fucking rolling in it. The very first time the tooth fairy visited me, she left me a note. I will now be your tooth fairy, and I will come every time you lose a tooth.
Can you imagine as a kid reading a letter? I am the tooth fairy.
Because we were in the middle of the woods, my mom was like, shit, what do I do for the tooth fairy? She looked in the cupboards and there were some like balloons that weren't blown up yet, and she just cut them up and made confetti out of them and like poured that all over his bed and under his bed and was like, ta-da! The tooth fairy!
Snips of rubber.
Yeah, it was all rubber.
What does she normally do?
Put like a little tiny bit of glitter.
Glitter?
Yeah, like
The
on
worst
on the
thing
coins.
ever?
Yeah,
On my
coins.
pillow?
Just
Pillow.
inhaling it.
I flipped my pillow over halfway during the night, so I just be like,
You said a guy, one of your stalkers, said you look like Mia Khalifa. I posted one of our skits on TikTok.
Don't tell me.
A majority
tell
of
me.
comments say I didn't know Mia Khalifa had a TikTok.
Every time there was a bite I made that was popular, everybody would always be like, "Is that Mia? Oh, no, I thought you were Mia. Cause you know Mia K? Mia Khalifa?" And I'm like, yeah, I know which Mia K you're referring to. I'm putting this in the fucking yearbook. I don't care what my mom says. Fuck you, Mom!
she could be one of our 3 patrons. Calm down.
She will never watch this. She's very unsupportive of it.
Really?
Film this. Actually,
Aw.
she's very. She doesn't like it at all.
Can I
And my
talk to
dad-
Mrs. Lively?
She got you all COVID, so...
Yeah, she did. Fuck you. No, just kidding.
Stop! Stop! There was a teacher who was always preaching about like how we have to be friendly to the earth. She bathes in the same water for a month, and then that water she also saves and uses it to flush her toilet once a week.
No.
I'm done. He's leaving.
She told us, "I'm gonna have a group and we're gonna protest."
Be stinky. He knows. He's stinky. Nick is like, I'd like to join. She's like, you'd like to join what? And he's like, I'd like to join the stinky dinky protest. Fine, you can come. What's the stinky key?
Bathe in our own shit.
I explained how ugly people need to be more humble.
So the example was this friend of mine was on Instagram. She's like, I'm with my mom. She could have just stopped it there. Because anyone that's normal looking just says, look, I'm with my mom. But because her mom is ugly, she has to say, I'm with my mom, the most beautiful person ever. But you look at the picture, I've never seen a more terrifying human being.
She
I've
looked like a
seen it.
literal demon.
She looked like the Antichrist.
It looked like the soul was being sucked out of her.
Her eyes were not pupils. They were like asterisks.
And then
I
the
see.
daughter's like glowing. The daughter sucked the soul from the mother.
If I'm 50 and I'm gonna look hideous when I'm 50, and my son or daughter is posing with me like my best looking dad, I'm gonna slap him upside the fucking head. I'm ugly, you dumb bastard!
I just ripped a hole
I'm good
in my
now.
underwear.
You what?
I just ripped a hole in my underwear and I felt it. I'm sorry,
Just
continue.
now? You didn't move.
I'm not going to show you, but if you
Why wouldn't I want you to show me?
So if you're listening to this on Spotify, go find us on YouTube to find Juliana's ripped underwear.
Yes.
Want to see booty shorts? Go to our YouTube.
Patreon.
I think I'm also going to take my shirt off now.
That's the $500 tier. Stop!
I was serious. This is the nudity episode.
Do we even try to go back to any semblance of plot on
Okay,
this
I'm
thing?
sorry. I'm sorry.
We spent all year growing lima beans in science class. All the cups were at the window, and then at some point someone came through a window and knocked everything over so they all died. Someone broke in to kill the plants.
No beans.
No beans in this school.
That's like so different from my elementary school. I remember we came back one weekend and there was just a bullet hole through our window in the classroom.
I heard you guys were making beans.
I heard you guys are growing beans. No beans in this school.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, there he is!
He's like, you got beans.
She was just chattering her teeth like, I'm gonna hire you for my Halloween CD. She just goes, "Woo!"
Nick just walks by a homeless person chattering, you know, I could really use that sound for some Halloween music I'm making.
Hey, come here, come here.
Yeah,
Can I sample this? Come here. Point your mouth. No, it's not food. Don't eat it. Stop it.
Stop it, I'm not giving you money.
Moan into it. Do that little thing you were doing
Moan
earlier with the
into
pain.
it.
What's that thing with the pain? Do that.
Woo, woo. I'll do shrieking banshee. He was trying to stream something on his computer. It was one of those kind of sketchy websites where there's a bunch of like big titty girls and like anime hentai kind of drawings on the side.
Wouldn't know. I'm a nice little virgin boy. Sorry, that did not mean to draw that long of a silence after that. Continue.
No reaction at all.
Usually you keep talking, so I thought that was gonna be in the
I
background.
purposely
Stopped,
talking.
just so we could all sit on that and be like, that was the dumbest fucking thing you've ever said.
Let it set in.
Let
It's
it
nice,
marinate.
Daniel. Yeah,
Let it marinate. Let it marinate how fucking dumb you are.
They do not clean up those rides. Let me tell you how many times my feet were just
Ew.
stood in rides where there was vomit. You know those ones that spin in a circle and then people stand like at a 90-degree angle?
The stuff that's on your feet, the spinny rise just starts climbing the wall.
Just diarrhea going up towards you, and you're like, whoa, 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 whoa.
Anti-gravity shit everywhere.
See just a loaf like spinning in the center.
You want to anti-gravity shit with me? Want to just shit yourself against gravity?
Stop, I'm blushing.
Stop, it's smearing. Tur's just rolling up the wall like that fucking hot dog at the gas station. Here it comes.
We need to stop bringing up shit in every episode. I'm losing friends. My ex worked at an Applebees. We were blowing bubbles into our drinks and they were like, vape! He was like, I'm on the verge of asking you guys to leave the restaurant. Your friends, not funny. I don't like him here. You're ruining my chance for tips!
Wow, those kids are disruptive. I'm not gonna pay this establishment any more money.
Yeah.
Wow, those kids are really loud. See that guy, that worker? I'm not
I
paying him
hate that
shit.
guy.
He was like, I'll treat you guys to like free food. And then he just brought us a plate of mozzarella sticks.
I had like 3 on there. They're burnt.
Yeah.
The outside, they're not done. The inside is just char.
They're frozen.
Yeah.
It's just char wrapped in uncooked dough.
Oh, shut up. You got your free food.
Would you just shut the fuck up and eat these,
Yeah.
please? It's just,
That's exactly like how he talks.
I have a family.
Oh my gosh, Nick's door just opened.
Oh my gosh, what was that?
What was that?
Nick!
Anyway. Podcast must go on.
Okay, I'm just gonna ignore that. It's okay. Nothing happened.
I start bleeding from my eyes.
The door opens and there's someone standing in it like with a gun, and we're just like, he told us to keep going.
I bet it would get us a lot of views if Nick died on here.
Or at least got severely injured.
Stop!
Just don't bleed too much so we can't get all the kids shows on here. This is sponsored by League of Legends. You want to do that to someone in a game? I just love that he duped a YouTuber.
I found this really obscure, shitty Christian cartoon called Gators Pond. For whatever reason, I went on to the IMDb entry, and since it's like kind of like Wikipedia, you can edit the entries, and since this is a show that nobody knows about at the time, there were a bunch of random pictures I had on my school laptop. 2 or 3 years later, I come across a video that's recommended for me on YouTube where there's this cartoon reviewer guy who has like 1 million subscribers, and he was reviewing the cartoon, so I thought, okay, cool. So I'm watching the video, and about 4 minutes in, he shows a screenshot of the IMDb website. He's like, I went to IMDb and find more about the show, and there are all these random pictures on the profile.
I went to IMDb. If you search for Gators Pond, there are these random images in the photo album. We got Coach Guy, Skinny Boy bathroom selfie, a Microsoft Paint drawing of a guy wearing a Black Sabbath shirt, and this. Why is this here? Did somebody hack the profile?
That's not very Christian.
I was so proud of him.
I've made a name for myself. I found this really obscure, shitty Christian cartoon called Gators Pond.
Gay?
G-A-I-T-H-E-R.
Gators Pond. It's just a pool with alligators. This is where we put the sinners. Welcome back to Gators Pond. Today we're tossing in my adulterative wife.
It's just like human sacrifices.
Every Saturday at 6 p.m.
Sunday morning value, Saturday morning fun.
I have done a photo shoot at 7-Eleven.
So quirky.
Did you have like one of the hot dogs there?
The hot dog rollers?
The hot dogs there, like sitting there for you don't know how long.
They have a guard there, as if that helps anything.
A guard?
Not an actual physical guard, like a see-through plastic guard.
Some guy standing by the...
you coming near the hot dogs? These are the 7-Eleven hot dogs. You don't touch these.
$5 entry.
$5 entry to the hot dog pit. Get your mouth away from those hot dogs.
I'll get it for you. Which one do you want?
Want this hot dog? Eat it out of my hand. No, I don't want...
Stop!
Alright, they'll pay me $5. Not including tip.
Just grabs your wallet for you.
Is that how they do Chicago hot dogs, Nick?
That's exactly how they do shit. Someone assaults you, shoots you with a gun, and then robs you.
Delicious.
Needs extra assault.
Yeah. We played the one where it was like you squirt the water into the clown's mouth and I kept beating him. You can play this with a little kid now.
Okay, you guys clearly don't understand carnival games because you guys are thinking it's an actual clown.
Okay, good.
I'm thirsty. Whoa, dude, I'm good.
Come on, some more.
Is this right there.
Is that all you got, pussy? Is that all you got? I've gotten more from a Chicago hot dog.
Froze up in his mouth.
Is that all you got? Pussy.
I'm ready.
His name is just Thirsty the Clown. It's like FDR. Dude, he was a cuck. His wife totally cheated on him. Polio made him into a cuck.
I don't think anyone has said that sentence ever.
He cheated on his wife, so he was like, wait, please don't leave me, it's gonna make us look bad and dysfunctional as a country, so we can have an open relationship now. And then she like banged a bunch of like women news reporters.
I never knew about this.
I'm impressed, actually. Maybe she should have been president. Jeez. She's up on stage, they're like, what, are we gonna take you seriously? She's like, I fucked 4 women today, sit down. All the reporters, she's like, all your wives. Bill, you? Yeah, I fucked her yesterday. My wife's in a wheelchair. Yep.
Still works.
It still works.
Well, not for my husband, but I mean, you know, for most other people. He's just sitting there like, yeah, she's right. can't get it up.
It's like FDR when he was like always with the blanket over him and they're like, he's just cold, it's not polio. It's definitely not polio.
He's just sitting by the fire and they blurred him out, his legs. He's like, hi, I don't have polio. What about you? I bet you don't have polio. Just sitting down because it's comfortable here.
I can totally walk.
In one frame, like no movement, it just cuts to him up for two frames and he's back down. See, that was me standing. Could you stand if you had polio?
It's a different person. They cut out the head, so you just see the body.
It's a cardboard cutout. It's just he's got his head above it. He's like, I don't have polio. He's still in his wheelchair, so the cardboard cutout, like the imprint, is a guy like on his knees.
Yeah.
Like, hello, America. I've just been on my knees praying all day for our country at war.
All the Mormon kids at my high school were what you consider Jack Mormons.
Consider what Mormons?
Jack Mormons.
Oh, there's a jacked Mormons, and I was like, oh.
Can I talk about our Lord and Savior, brother? Talk about our Lord and Savior, brother.
They like rip like the Bible like with their bicep.
Rip it in half.
Can I tell you about our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, he ripped my cock off.
Oh my god, no.
Remember that like 2-month period where like everyone was convinced he was dead?
People thought Biden died.
No, not Joe Biden!
Oh.
I didn't even Biden. When was that? I mean, it could have fooled me.
Fell down the stairs like 3 times.
There's someone always like very conveniently next to him.
Like he's a puppet.
Hey Joe, we're just walking down the stairs, and he's like, hi. Hello, America.
God.
I'm so happy to say you. The hand like slips out at some point, it's just a hand out his mouth. Everyone's like, oh.
I'm sorry, I gotta get this out of the way. Like Mary and Joseph, they're looking for like a place to have the kid, and like they're going to like different places, and they're like, hey, do you guys have a vacancy? And they're like, no, it's Christmas. And they're like, it's what?
Damn it. You fucking Tim.
I really wanted you to watch and review She's All That.
People are just holding like Doritos bags full front to the camera.
They put the Doritos right on her nipples, bro.
It wasn't even a girl, it was just Doritos.
She's banging a bag of Doritos in the bed.
This hurts.
Oh, this is the spice.
I remember I made a Vine, like, back in the day of me eating a bag of Doritos, and it was just me eating a bag of Doritos.
That's
and
really funny, Lively. Thank you for sharing.
Yes, thank you.
Nick, that made it so much worse. That made it so much more disrespectful.
Okay, I love Doritos. Okay. You're so mean.
The whole story behind The Shining and what he did to the main actress, I'm just like, how does anyone like him? And I like can't comfortably watch that movie knowing this woman is like in real life suffering so bad she's like her hair's falling out.
They consider it a classic. They're like, it's fine what he did because it's a good movie, but I don't agree with that.
I'm just imagining. I don't know. Space Jam 2. How many adults?
Sorry. Just a deep conversation from the heart. Just what they did. And looking back at Space Jam 2.
That's not where I was going. I don't even remember what I was going to say. It makes it so much worse.
Lola Bunny, it was just...
What they did to her was terrible.
What they took away from us, really.
Her hair was falling out. Her boobs were shrinking. The things they did to her for that movie.
Did you ever sing that song when you were a kid? Like, I'm smushing up my baby bumblebee. Won't my mommy be so proud of me?
Peanut butter sandwich made with jam.
This is a white people thing, dude. I don't know.
We have no culture or history to learn about, so they just teach us fucking nonsense. Go outside and hold the cop's hand. La la la.
This is what they teach us.
These are the songs we learn when we're 3 years old.
Daniel's just like, I can't laugh too hard at this. No. It's really funny.
I'll tell you like the spooky one. So we have an apartment that we own in South Chicago. One of our renters, he never let us go in his apartment ever. Every time we picked up rent, he'd always like come out and like hurry up and close the door behind him. It was always like a mysterious like, what does he have back there? So one day he called us up. He told us he got struck by a truck. He got hit by a truck and he was in the hospital. And he goes, you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't have like a girlfriend. I don't have a wife. I don't have any siblings. I don't have any parents. No one's alive. I don't have any friends. Like, you're the only people I could really reach out to. And we're like,
okay, thanks, bye.
So like we went to visit him in the hospital and we'd bring him food like every weekend, like just whatever he wanted.
Bring me a bucket of tar.
How about a sandwich?
Okay.
And we told him, like, is it okay for us to go into your apartment so we can, you know, let the water run? And right away he's like, no, you can't do that. You can't do that. Don't go in there. Like, I'll be out of here soon. I'll do it for you guys. And we're like, we have the keys. And we're like the landlords. So we go in. Dude, the entire apartment was filled with just everything. He was a hoarder. Pots, pans, toys, kids' toys, everything. We go to the living room and there's clothes literally touching the ceiling and there's just like a little like caved path the size of one person to walk through. We go back and we tell him and he's just like all like upset and he's not really like talking to us. He won't eat the food. He's all like serious. He's just watching TV.
He's watching Static.
About 2 weeks later, he dies. We get a call that he passed away. One day, this is maybe like a week or two after he passes away, I'm talking to my mom and we hear dum dum. I went to go check. You know those big bottles of laundry detergent? So we put it on our dryer. The laundry detergent fell from our dryer across the room into the garbage can. That was the first incident. About a week later, my parents go off for their honeymoon and I stayed home alone. And I hear footsteps in our attic. Like a week later, my mom, she went to the bathroom in the middle of the night. She closed the door. She's in the bathroom and then she hears footsteps walk towards the door. So she's like, are you waiting to go in? And she doesn't get a reply. And then she opens the door. Nothing. No one's there. Another week after that, my dad, he woke up in the middle of the night and he turns over and he sees at the edge of the bed someone sitting down. And he's like, why are you up? Why are you still up? It's like 3 a.m. What are you doing up? And then my mom answers right next to him. She goes, what do you mean?
No.
And then he like freaks out. He turns on the lights and there's nothing. And that's when my dad like started believing. He's like, oh no, that's not right. That's not funny.
That's not funny anymore.
That freaked him out. And I've never seen my dad like ever get freaked out over anything. The last thing that happened, my mom said she was in bed one night and she felt the bed go down like he laid in bed with her. The presence, she said like that grossed her out and she was like, please don't do that. Like, please, you're not allowed here. Like, go to the light. And then we never got anything after that.
I just saw some old lady go like foomp next to her car and her husband was like freaking out and like I saw blood like running from her nose and she wasn't moving and the husband was like, oh, and like people were calling 911. So right after that my cousin was like, we gotta go because we were like right next to it. I mean, she's like, there are already people calling 911. We're fine. We gotta get stuff ready for like
dinner.
Yeah, it was
guys,
like,
dinner is gonna be late.
We got spaghetti getting cold here. She'll be fine. Let her die up in bed.
They were very Italian. Dumbledore sees like a little Nazi child like in an orphanage. He's like, yeah, I like to catch other kids on fire. And then Dumbledore's like, that's interesting. And then he's like, what, did you know you're special? You're a wizard. And he's like, yeah, I know. I've been killing kids with fire. And then he's like, okay.
They're all having a teacher's meeting. You think once Dumbledore's like, can we just obliterate them all?
They're small. I could crush them.
I could grind their bones. It's not that hard.
Harry, what do you think?
I think he's got good skin, yeah.
Why is he always saying that? That's quirky. Anyway.
But then when Ron gets some pussy, Hermione's like, oi, I'm shooting birds at you.
Bedtime!
There's gotta be ASMR out there that does that. Super graphic ASMR.
Guys, today we're gonna talk about boobs.
You're like slow stabbing sound effects.
I appear to be bleeding. There's blood shooting out of my ears right now.
This really hurts.
There's just blood gurgling from my ear hole right now. I can't tell if it's my tears or if I'm crying blood.
Oh my god.
This is kind of uncomfortable.
Sorry about that. I couldn't stop that one.
I have no idea what you're even saying right now. Like,
You can't hear me?
I can fully hear you. I'm just not interpreting. Like, I don't know what you mean. I'm hearing noises and grunting. Hey, Seattle is well known for their needle distribution centers.
Lively's like, guys, I swear I don't do heroin. Also, our heroin, top of the line.
I actually use dirty needles just so someone else has clean ones.
It adds extra flavor. My brain is itchy.
I could claw my eyes out right now. Is it hot out here? I'm cold. He starts pulling out his own teeth. Man, I could go for a sandwich right about now.
Oh god! War of the Roses sounded cool, but then it turned out it was like some other British royal group. There was like so much incest going on. It was like, who rightfully is the heir to the throne?
Oi, bruv, fuck me.
And they were like trying to keep the— oh my gosh!
Oi, bruv, give me a kiss.
Oi, step bruv.
What you doing?
The clothes wetter machine is broken, step brother.
Wetter machine. How many calories are teeth? You were the ones who were talking about eating teeth!
Pretty sure I didn't say that at any point in time ever. The food pyramid. Bread, cheese, teeth. Is that Lucky Charms just marshmallows? Nope, it's teeth. I'm gonna go eat my turkey burger.
I'm gonna go eat my
Your
teeth.
I'm gonna put my teeth in the turkey burger and then eat it. With my gums. How do you chew teeth? These are questions we must ask.
This podcast is so long gone.
This
dude.
podcast is sponsored by teeth.